At least 2 dead and 51 injured across Okinawa today after Typhoon Khanun raked the island. Actually, look at the Ryukyu Shimpo from earlier this morning, just showing those numbers there, and over 210,000 people without power. I know a lot of you had those reports come in as well. This after mile-per-hour plus winds hit the island. This also thanks to that just kind of donut shape outside of the storm. The center circulation still in here, but what we're starting to see is this drier infusion. And on satellite imagery, really get a good idea of that with the center right in here, that dryer coming around, this getting that donut shaped, almost this monsoonal gyre this could evolve into. Now, what exactly does that mean? Well, the fact is, as we look ahead over the next few days, the center could be moving back towards the east. And we even look at JTWC. And they do have that storm moving back towards the east. But the key thing is that low moving just south of Okinawa, but the large wind field out of this. So even though the center of circulation is going to be well towards the north, don't want to let that mislead you in thinking that it's going to be some calm weather the next few days, because that wide circulation, that wide wind field, will continue to impact Okinawa and the southern Japanese islands, at least through Saturday, heading into Sunday, as shown here, and even looking ahead into Monday. We will still see those high winds. Now, they won't be quite as intense as what you see here as far as the damages, you know, those flipped cars across Okinawa, down trees, things like that, the widespread power outages, but definitely still gale force conditions are going to be on and off, especially near the coastal areas. The key thing, the difference, I suppose, from what we will see over the next few days versus what we have already seen here in Okinawa is before the winds came in from the east. So those areas on the west coast were relatively sheltered, especially for west-facing windows, things like that. But as this moves back towards the north, heading into Friday and Saturday, those winds are going to start to change from the south, and dare I say kind of the west. Now, they won't be as intense, but the big difference is for those areas that were sheltered in the original onslaught of this storm, the winds are going to start to come in from the other direction. So it may feel for places like, let's say, Americantown on the west coast of Okinawa City, there is a remote possibility it could be worse on Saturday than it was back here on Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, because you're just a little bit more exposed to those higher winds if this track's close enough and you get some of those rain bands coming on through. But at least the good news, as we look ahead, let's say into Monday over to Tuesday and into Wednesday, the storm is going to start to get a move on. Meanwhile, if you look at the broader picture, we still have that inflow coming in from the south and west. Plenty of rainfall continuing to impact the west coast of the Philippines. And even in Tokyo, possibly by midweek, I'm really watching this closely. I do have some flight plans by Wednesday. If the ECMWF has its way, it could be pretty sloppy. But right now, the long-range guidance is all over the place, to be quite blunt. So at this point, worrying about anything or trying to plan flights or anything like that is just going to be, it's an exercise in madness, to be quite honest with you. So you just got to wait this one out. Let's see where the guidance goes. Big thing is continue to be safe. I think for our friends in Okinawa, the worst is definitely over with. We still have some passing gusting conditions, but at least now is the time we can start to see a little bit of cleanup before round 2 does start to come in. Anyways, if you like these updates, let me know. This is a late one. Just wanted to give you guys a quick look at what's happening with our storm system here on our Thursday evening. Stay safe out there, friends.